Back into life.
There was this philosopher, 13th century, named William of Ockham. He supposedly came up with this idea that the simplest answer to a question is usually the right one. We agree. At the Oratory, our philosophy is simple. As far as we're concerned, everything worth being or doing starts with the chance to be you. Now, you might be very different to someone else, or everyone else, but that's no bad thing in our eyes. You might be quiet or loud. You might be fascinated by some things, not fussed about others, curious about this, or desperate to try whatever gets thrown at you. Whichever way you're made, more power to you. This is important stuff, because you're important. We won't be changing who you are. We'll be walking beside you. Once a child is happy to be themselves, you wouldn't believe what can happen. They can become more energy, more creativity, more opportunities taken, more determination, more teamwork, more courage to take a knock or two, but keep going. More space to breathe, to thrive. More growth, more confidence. More learning in a culture that believes learning is a gift. More achievement, more joy. So there you go. Turns out the whole thing could be much simpler than we thought. Be you, become more at the Oratory.
Hello, welcome to Grasshoppers RFC. We are right in amongst it here for the Oratory derby, the Oratory against London Oratory. And as you can see, warm-ups are going on behind me. Kick-off at 7:30. We have not got long to go at all. And this is one of the great games of every year. We look forward to it so much. A pristine 4G surface under the floodlights, and it's been a whole day of action. London Oratory and the Oratory have been taking each other on, I should say, throughout all of the age groups. It's been a quite fantastic day. The second 15s have just finished up, and the first 15s are not too far away from getting going. Now, this fixture over the years has been dominated by the Oratory to the extent that London Oratory haven't won this fixture this century. But could that all change this evening? We saw a draw back in 2022, and as we come into this one, these two sides are incredibly evenly matched. In fact, if you go to their game against Shiplake College that they played, both of them have played against Shiplake, they've only lost each by 4 points against Shiplake. That suggests that tonight we are in for a very tight game. Could that mean a first victory this century for the London Oratory in this game, or will the Oratory continue their incredible streak? It all remains to be seen. We're going to be having a chat actually with the Oratory skipper, Rudy Derbyshire, a little later on today. Started in the centres when he was an under-16, which makes a very bit of interesting contrast with the London Oratory skipper, who started at 8 in this fixture last year and is now starting at 12 this year, Lorenzo Bonini. So we've got two number 8/centres who have got an awful lot on both sides of the ball. They are going to be the two players to look out for without a shadow of a doubt. We are really, really looking forward to that. But as you can see, the Oratory have gone inside. They're doing their final preparations. Perhaps just a final few words before Rudy comes out to have a chat with us alongside Director of Rugby, Mikey Hennessy. Meanwhile, London Oratory running through their drills, going through the scrum process as we get ourselves involved in this ruck here on the near side. And I can tell you, I don't know if our microphone is picking it up, but they are making an awful lot of noise as they go through this. There is going to be a lot of chat from London Oratory tonight in the most positive sense of that. They are bang up for it. They know exactly what they want. When we came this afternoon to set up for this fixture, I was just chatting to a couple of the lads as they were going through the early stages of their warm-ups, and all the questions were about what happened in the Shiplake game. They know that having both played that Shiplake team, that how that side does has a real impact on how they feel they sit in the relative pecking order of things. And they were absolutely gutted when they found out that Shiplake College had beaten Magdalen College School in our previous live stream earlier today. What a fantastic occasion that was, the Davis Shield. Well done, Wilf Kemsley and Sam Bork, for bringing that to life in real style. But both sides were a bit gutted to hear that Shiplake had done so well, because it suggests to them that they've got a little bit to worry about. Now I can see Rudy Derbyshire coming alongside to have a little chat with us. Rudy, lovely to meet you. Excited for this game tonight?
Yeah, definitely. It's not hard to get the boys up for this one. I mean, look at the venue. Next gen, we've got people watching in Buenos Aires, people watching in Auckland. We've got old boys coming to watch, so yeah, we're definitely pumped, ready to go.
And we're just chatting about you beforehand. You've made the transition from the centres as an under-16 into the back row. How's that been?
Yeah, it's fun. Well, forwards work is obviously a bit tougher, but you've got to do it for the team. I'll do whatever I'm asked.
And I'm sure you guys, just like us, have been looking through results between the two sides against various opposition this year. It looks as though this is going to be a really even contest. Must be buzzing for that.
Yeah, of course. We've had a lot of tight games coming into this, so we're kind of used to it. Bit of a change of tactics, which is a lot of fun to play. Hopefully it's exciting to watch as well. But yeah, definitely ready to go.
Should be fantastic. Listen, I'm going to let you go because I can see you're just about bouncing off the walls. Enjoy.
It's good, thank you.
Rudy Derbyshire there. Right, we'll have a chat with Mikey Hennessy here, Director of Rugby at the Oratory. How are you doing?
Yes, very good, thank you. Thanks for having us back again.
Rudy looks as though he's ready to go.
Yeah, I think he's really excited about it. I think his two older brothers, who are sort of Oratory rugby legends, are both here to watch him for the first time this season. So I think he's really looking forward to it and excited to captain the team here at Grasshoppers on Next Gen.
And it's a massive occasion for the school. It's a massive occasion for both schools, really, but also really well supported by the Old Boys Association as well.
Yeah, so it's become a sort of flagship event for us each year. I think it's the 6th year we've been back down here on Grasshoppers, our younger teams playing through the day, and we get great support from our alumni down here to watch and funding the occasion. So yeah, really great venue and great occasion for us.
And as I just mentioned to Rudy there, it's looking like this is going to be a pretty tight fixture. You've had a couple of tight ones down the year, a draw a few years ago, but this feels like it could be very close again.
Yeah, so I think we lost this fixture in this age group at under 16, so I think possibly for the first time in a while we're going into it as the underdogs, but hopefully we can cause a big upset.
Should be a fantastic night. I'm sure I'll be chatting to you afterwards. I'll let you go and have a final few words with the team.
Brilliant, thanks Angus.
Cheers, Mikey. Mikey Hennessy there. Right, we are going to throw over to an advert in a couple of seconds' time before I run upstairs to my commentary position alongside Richard Ashton this evening to run you through those team sheets for tonight's game.
There was this philosopher, 13th century, named William of Ockham. He supposedly came up with this idea that the simplest answer to a question is usually the right one. We agree. At the Oratory, our philosophy is simple. As far as we're concerned, everything worth being or doing starts with the chance to be you. Now, you might be very different to someone else, or everyone else, but that's no bad thing in our eyes. You might be quiet or loud. You might be fascinated by some things, not fussed about others, curious about this, or desperate to try whatever gets thrown at you. Whichever way you're made, more power to you. This is important stuff, because you're important. We won't be changing who you are. We'll be walking beside you. Once a child is happy to be themselves, you wouldn't believe what can happen. They can become more energy, more creativity, more opportunities taken, more determination, more teamwork, more courage to take a knock or two, but keep going. More space to breathe, to thrive. More growth, more confidence. More learning in a culture that believes learning is a gift. More achievement, more joy. So there you go. Turns out the whole thing could be much simpler than we thought. Be you, become more at the Oratory.
Welcome back. A big evening ahead here at Grasshoppers RFC. You can see just in the background that the two sets of supporters are lined up on the pitch to welcome the players onto the field. I'm delighted to say that I'm joined by an Oratory. Are you an Oratory old boy, or are you?
I am an Oratory old boy, Angus.
An Oratory old boy. Richard Ashton alongside, working now at Rams down the road in Reading. Looking forward to this one?
Yeah, it should be good actually. I think, as Mikey said, there's an argument that Oratory go into this as underdogs. Certainly the fixtures earlier, London Oratory have been very impressive. So yeah, good crowd, great venue. First time I've been here. Yeah, it should be a heck of a game.
Certainly should be, and as you can see, the players are going to be out on the field any moment now. And as we await the teams, we will go through those team sheets for you, starting off with the Oratory, who are led, as we've spoken to earlier, by Rudy Derbyshire at 8, Jacob Bangs at 7. What an appropriate name for that position it is. My favourite name of the team, though, John T. Savage at 6. And in the second rows, rather, Ollie Butler, the vice-captain, and Charlie Mossop. It's an all-Argentinian front row. Cruz Walker, Pedro Barbietto, and Demiro Alegre. Halfbacks Ethan Shuttleworth and Matt Hucker, who played in this fixture last year. Seb Charles and the vice-captain, Adi Hector, who scored in this game last year, are in the centres. And on the wings, Wilf Quinn, Jonah Ramos, with fullback Max Schutz. On the bench, Tom Simmons and Will Underhay. London Oratory, meanwhile, are led by their former number 8, Lorenzo Bonini, who's done the opposite to Rudy Derbyshire. He's moved from 8 to 12, and alongside him, the vice-captain, another veteran of last year's game, Robert Power. On the wings, Peter Lewis Asante and Aniello Capiello, and at fullback, Valentine Davis, who played so well in this game last year. Halfbacks, Joseph Quinn and Jonathan Aziz Soto. And in the front row, how's this for a name? Leonardo Sasato de Sabata is at loose head, with Lorcan Moriarty at hooker and Alexis Cabrera Moreno at tight head. Two number 5s in the second row, Antoni Simone and Tobias Safapur. You'll tell the difference because Simone has a red scrum cap on. And in the back row, Dylan Walsh, Jack Gallagher and Edric Lonapan. On the bench for London Oratory, Auguste Bertrand, Nicholas Abella, Freddie Line, who's helped us so much with the team sheets. A big thank you to Freddie Line, as well as Marco D'Amico, Rafael Bach, Marvin De Sousa and Max De Sousa. So we await the two sides coming out. Big occasion here at Grasshoppers. And Richard, you said it's your first time here. It really is just a top venue, isn't it?
Absolutely. I was saying to a few of the guys, it's as good, if not better, than a few National One grounds that we've been to already this season. clubhouse is absolutely phenomenal, and the 4G looks conducive to running rugby.
Certainly does, doesn't it? And I say it every year, we're in the shadows of the Sky Sports studios here. You might be able to tell by the Sky Sports post protectors and everything. A legacy from when Sky Sports used to show us rugby union outside of the Lions series. Well, I tell you what, the tension's building, isn't it?
A little standoff almost between who's going to come out first.
Yeah, you can almost see both sides in the tunnel. Not sure who's going to emerge first. You can hear a little bit of noise. I think we are a couple of moments away. The tackle pads are out, so there'll be a few pads hit. You can see in there the toss being done, the two skippers there. I'll tell you what, judging by my conversation with Ruby Derbyshire earlier on, he is going to be all over the field tonight. He was absolutely bouncing.
I'm sure he'll try his best to. He'd probably like Max Hucker to keep finding touch with penalties. There's been a couple of times that Rudy's felt he's had to run too far in too short a distance, but yeah, no, he's a phenomenal player. He's a very, very good all-round sportsman. County cricketer under 18. He's a very good footballer. And yeah, rugby, to adapt from going sort of from 12 to 6 and now to 8. Last year he was throwing into the line out. Yeah, very adaptable sportsman.
Scored a try in last year's game as well, as did his vice-captain, Adi Hector. Will they be on the score sheet this year? All remains to be seen. We are not very far from kick-off at all, as you can tell by those adoring faces there, ready and raring to go. It looks as though the Oratory are going to be the ones to emerge first. We're about 2.5 minutes away from kick-off as Derbyshire leads his men onto the field with some pace, it must be said. Don't use all the energy up too early. The Oratory on the field in their traditional gold and black hoops. London Oratory will follow. They will be in red and black. And here, as the noise gets up, London Oratory prepare to come out. Benini holding fire, and now he races out as well. Well, I'll tell you what, if I went through tunnels like that when I was that age, I'd have been absolutely shattered. I think fitness levels have gone up somewhat since I was a schoolboy.
It was like being in a disco by the looks of it. The speed they were coming out and the lights almost flashing off their backs. So yeah, if the speed of the game is like that, it's going to be very entertaining.
Well, those of you that tuned in last week to our live game up at Preston Grasshoppers, Kirkham Grammar School against Terranure College, will have seen what these surfaces on a big occasion under the lights, the sort of game they can produce, the sort of pace and intensity that comes out. And certainly in the opening 10 minutes, you can expect this game to be unbelievably fast-paced and intense. And oftentimes it's a case of who can sustain that the longest that will come out on top. It looks as though the Oratory are going to get us kicked off. Penultimate game before half-term for both sides. And getting us underway will be Max Hucker, the fly half. Started at 10 last year and will steer the ship again this year, and he kicks deep into the 22. The London Oratory fancy running it back on the return, a little bit of loose ball. It's gone backwards. So we'll just tighten up to reset here. They definitely want to play London Oratory.
Leave it now. No, not in there. No, don't. Thank you.
Still attacking around that fringe.
Hold.
But this is exactly what I mean when I say this first 10-15 minutes on these surfaces on nights like this. You see this sort of pattern of play is surging through. Goes Davis, scorching around the outside. Oh, this is wonderful. Just tackled into touch. This is exactly what I'm talking about. There's
Whistle's gone.
probably in a run-of-the-mill Saturday fixture, you're getting an exit play there.
100%, and actually really good patience from London Oratory, and then it just takes that one siding break, and they've gone 50, 60 metres up in sort of the middle of the Oratory half. So, yeah, good start for London Oratory.
Very impressive from London Oratory to begin. Coming off the back of a tight but thrilling 25-23 victory over Tiffin last time out. Tiffin has got a good side this year, actually.
Advantage. 6.
This is a very good maul from the Oratory. Still it goes on, surging forward now. It's gone about 20 metres now.
The advantage.
Flying forward, up beyond the 10-metre line, and still this Oratory maul goes.
No advantage. 7.
London Oratory got their hands on it in the end, but will come back for a penalty.
6 in the side.
There's a huge statement of
swimming down
intent
the
from the
side.
Oratory pack there, as you say, Angus. That has gone a long, long way.
6 and 7.
And a chance now maybe to kick for the corner.
I think we've seen an early sign there of what both sides might be looking to offer tonight. Big forward presence and pressure from the Oratory, and that desire from London Oratory to get the ball wide.
Big moment here as well, because the Oratory about 10 metres from the line, and seeing them just push that maul 20-25. So London Oratory look to stop this pretty quickly, I imagine.
Yeah, no prizes for guessing what they might try and do off this maul, off this line out rather, and it is a maul. Derbyshire gets hands on at the back.
Look to use now 9.
Breaks loose this time, defended well by London Oratory, so Derbyshire goes on his own, and there's a big counter ruck coming in. The Oratory might have just rescued it, but give away a penalty in the process. Top defence.
9.
Absolutely, really good maul defence from London Oratory, especially after what happened the first time. That's a big tick for them early on.
Kick doesn't find touch though. It's a chance for the Oratory to show us what they've got, and that was a lovely bit of footwork. All the game so far being played right in front of that raucous crowd on the far side as well.
Atmosphere is unbelievable early on here.
It really is. It feels like an even bigger crowd than usual for this fixture. It's absolutely packed on the far side. Not a soul left in the bar. They've all exited. They're all packed into these stands and touchlines.
Bend the line's good for Yorkshire. Bend the line.
It was just a case of sealing off
Bend the line, Oratory. Thank you.
Ruck from the Oratory. So London Oratory now with a line out. What will they try and do from this set piece?
Play on.
Well, ball ends up in Derbyshire's hands. He gets a left-footed stab through away. But it presents another chance for Davis to make a break, and he prods the ball long now.
Retreat, yellow, retreat. No line. Go now.
Oh.
Well, do you know, that's a really unfortunate spill there, but I'm not surprised it's come, having been out on the pitch pre-game, just chatting to Rudy and to Mikey. The floodlights, I don't know what it is, but if they're quite low or something, but as the ball drops from dark to light, it can be so tricky.
Yeah, if you can get it above the lights, then you're spot on. It can just catch you off slightly.
Remember what we said in the brief, both sides, scrum standards.
I don't fancy being a fullback if someone pumps up a spiral bomb.
8.
First scrum here.
Set. Nothing real side there.
Scrum goes down, but perhaps just there an indication of what they might have been looking to do, which was Derbyshire picking up off 8 and having 9 bounce off to his right-hand side. See if they run that, if this scrum goes the whole way.
We're holding up every call. Crouch! Bye! Set! Yes!
Penalty at the scrum. They did look to run the play, but they'll gladly take the penalty.
Driving around. 1. Knock.
Pucker misses touch. How are London Oratory going to go now? Will they try and play again or just exit? Ball, ball's loose.
Loose ball behind the try line, dotted down by London Oratory. It's going to be a 5-metre scrum for the Oratory, and Richard, given what we saw at the last scrum, the Oratory have got to be excited about this particular opportunity.
Yeah, I think they just want to almost have it stable so that that Derbyshire can pick and, as you say, maybe look to get to Shuttleworth or spread it. I know Mikey's talked a lot about team going wide as much as possible today, but from this range it might just be an old-fashioned crash.
Crouch! Yes! Bye!
Sort of position where as a blindside flanker and a blindside winger, you are on high alert. Derbyshire goes, gives the pass away to Shuttleworth. Shuttleworth, what a tackle that is.
Tackle.
Asante
Leave it out, please.
with a big defensive intervention.
Okay.
That's perfect technique as well. Taking him just round the waist, drilled him into touch.
He does really well, actually, because he doesn't drift early either. He doesn't allow the opportunity for the dummy. Post to the line out. Oratory almost over. Butler was oh so close.
Back feet,
Now they're in that driving position.
Oh, fumble.
All lost forward. London Oratory with the scrum on their own 5. They're having to put in some defensive shift early on here. Sharp
very
work.
good steal there, actually, from
height, staying straight.
yeah, Butler.
Yeah, Butler, the vice captain, just springing into action.
Crouch! 8. I'll tell you again. Bye!
Key scrum, London Oratory.
Set!
Pick up from the base. Lonapan
Use!
just brings it in field a little to create a bit more space. There's Davis.
Ooh.
Thumps it on, and he gets a helping hand. It'll be a London Oratory line out.
Mark's been made.
All of a sudden, just a couple of errors from both sides. A really fast start. It was obviously the dropped high ball from London Oratory, and then a little fumble at the base over there, and that one's allowed London Oratory to clear 40 metres and have the line out.
Tidy line out for London Oratory. Thumping tackle from a number of players there. Barbietto amongst them.
Oh, what a line.
Fantastic line from Power, and Power's still going. Power puts his head down up to the 22. What a break that was. Just trying to regather a bit of composure here now in attack of London Oratory. Superb from Power.
Leave it, leave it.
And now they rumble on. Sabata takes it
So
on.
physical, so physical.
Take him up.
Half a dummy. Snagged up, but makes ground.
Use.
Almost up to 5 metres away now. Best part of the field that London Oratory have been in so far.
Back feet, back feet.
Round the fringe again they go, just short.
Short, play on.
They'll keep it in the forwards. The numbers are well matched out wide.
Short.
Short again, says the referee.
Short again.
And again,
Don't try.
but they are oh so close.
Use.
Big counter up from the Oratory, but they give away the penalty. Side entry.
Little touch of naivety there, possibly. They've been really patient, great defensive effort, and yeah, just giving away a
One
penalty
yellow
there.
side.
It looks as though London Oratory
Phone, you ready? Behind the try line, please.
are going to give this the tap and a rumble. De Sabata might be the man. No, they give it to the scrum half. Moves it on to Lonapan, who's tackled well.
Use.
Now they look a little wider. That is De Sabata.
Right hands, no release. No release. Hands off that.
Oratory defence holds firm. How long can they hold firm for?
Use now.
Round the fringe they go. This time they're over. London Oratory have the lead. It all built and built from the power break. And just look what it means to them.
Really? No word on the way back.
Alexis Cabrera Moreno, the try scorer.
He's done very well to get that down, actually, because it looks from the initial hit as though he's probably going to be holed up, but he's almost spun his way out of the tackle and just stretched over the line.
That Oratory coach.
And they showed great patience, didn't they? I mean, it was in a brilliant break early on from power to set up the field position, but then phase after phase to get their real maturity.
Two really impressive breaks from deep from London Oratory so far, and that's given them the field position from which their forwards have just crashed, and finally the dam has burst.
Conversion is landed as well. There is the try scorer, Alexis Cabrera Moreno.
The standards in your 22.
Rumbling over
Don't get involved
from
in
close range, and the conversion added
Set the standard as
by
captain.
Jonathan Aziz Soto for a 7-0 lead.
Should only be players as well, not hangers on.
And there'll be
Entertaining first 15 minutes though so far. It's really lived up to the hype. Fast-paced, and two sides
Yeah,
just
okay.
throwing everything at each other. It'll be interesting to see if they can keep this pace up.
Yeah, from an Oratory perspective, they've been up there twice. They've had a scrum up there. They've had a line-out up there, having had dominant phases of play off both of those set pieces earlier on, not able to convert versus London Oratory. One chance, one try, really.
I think when you get in the red zone, you've really got to go away with points. So London Oratory will be extremely happy with that, and up to their opponents to fight back now.
Well, it is game on, that's for sure. Intense atmosphere, intense on the field. And we have our opening points, quarter of an hour in. Thundering carry from the Oratory. And they get a penalty.
It's a real coach killer for London Oratory, just failing to...
Oratory go fast, they've got space on the far side. If they can get the ball through the hands, this could be an opportunity for them. Derbyshire thumping through, Derbyshire almost over the line.
No.
Derbyshire again gets the offload away.
Roll away one, no hands in there.
Bangs is close. Is there space out wide? There might just be if they can get the pass away. Stepping back on the inside and across the line goes Max Schultz. Or did he? Or did he? Referee is going to confer with his AR, who's had a busy day today. He was down at the Shiplake College game.
Price scored.
try is awarded. Max Schutz, the scorer.
Said Oratory would need a quick fight back, and they've been given a real helping hand there. London Oratory just don't deal with the restart, and then that man Derbyshire called it before the game. If the Oratory are going to win this, he's going to have to put in a big performance, and there was a huge carry, and then they have finished it on this trip to the red zone.
Important pass out of contact, that from Butler, wasn't it? And then good footwork from Schutz. And I'll tell you what, AD Hector with the quick penalty from in front of the post. I was thinking that's an easy 3, take it, but he saw space that I hadn't even glanced at.
Yeah, Schutz, one of the most improved players this season. Hucker just hits the post, so 7-5.
There he is, Max Schutz, try scorer here at Grasshoppers RFC. One try piece, London Oratory leading 7-5. And here's the finish. What a step that was off the left foot. And actually, really good awareness to be able to get the step off the right as well. So as we near the midway point in this first half, we have a serious contest on our hands. Davis kicks boot to ball. It's a huge reception for that kick from the fans to our right-hand side as well. The Oratory looking to run it out from inside their own 22.
There he goes again, Derbyshire.
Well, I said he was bouncing off the walls before the game, and he's bouncing all over the field now.
Don't need that. Do that again, it's a penalty.
Interested to know just how loud it is on the far side of the pitch, because we're over away from the crowd, and it's pretty noisy here.
Well, you get the impression that
Last scrum was much better, stability and height.
there's a fair bit of noise over there. There's a gaggle of fans on the hill on the far side that have certainly made their voices heard.
Set!
Scrum, London Oratory.
Ball's out.
Have to work hard to get it away, but they succeed in doing so. Power again looking good. And then Benini takes it on, and now one further they go. Back the other way to Davis. Looks like someone intent on having an influence on this game, this London Oratory fullback.
Hands off! Needs to see a better role from the tackler.
Give me the hands, they go now. Is there some space on that far side? Davis, half a break. Just lost forward in contact.
Good lively out wide, London Oratory again there. Takes actually a good stop from the Oratory.
So do a disservice, it wasn't Davis, it was Asante. He made that lovely break earlier on.
He looks a real danger man, actually.
Leave each other alone.
Sort of gliding runner with a good turn of pace.
Both sides of the ball as well. It was him that made that big defensive intervention earlier too.
Crouch! Bang!
Oratory scrum inside their own 22 then. That's another good nudge. That Oratory scrum looks strong. And they go for the little chip over the top. All about the bounce here. Taken calmly by London Oratory, but the chase is on.
Well chase.
Hector eventually brings the ball down. Maul is called. It'll be another scrum to the Oratory. You get the impression that scrums are certainly something they fancy this evening.
Yeah, certainly early on it looks as though Oratory possibly have the slight advantage. Obviously you've always got to stop without going too far, But if they can get that metre or so forward and then have control of the ball, it should set things up in the backs.
Although in my experience, never upset an Argentine front row.
There's a real international flavour to both front rows, actually, I think, just looking at the team sheet.
Certainly is. An all-Argentine front row for the Oratory. No wonder they're going so well.
Set!
Yeah, that's good again.
Brother through, just comes off Oratory hands. That's a really good pickup from Davis, who does well to stay in field as well.
Hands off your feet, hands off 7. Put your own body weight.
London Oratory tonight, by the way, without their regular skipper, Aaron O'Donovan.
Don't touch 9, thank you.
Usually plays on the open side flank, but
Roll away now,
sadly injured this evening. At the moment, playing some lovely rugby.
Oh, what a pickup that is, superb pickup.
And that, the man in the 7 shirt, Gallagher, making that offload, and then that ball goes loose. But it'll be called back.
Okay. I've got one arm out.
There's Wilf Quinn there. I think if he'd managed to pull that in, he's away at the races, but it could be a deliberate knock-on.
One arm out, no risk.
Yeah, yellow card for Wilf Quinn, deliberate knock-on.
But when they have the ball. Yeah.
Big moments here now. Oratory down to 14. London Oratory have kicked into the 22. Yeah, it feels as though this is an important part of the game.
Back on your AR, please, thank you.
It really does. They go to the front to Gallagher's. Just gets his arm tugged in the nick of time. Ball comes loose.
Knock on advantage 9.
Oratory have advantage. They're going to try and play it out of their 22. They might just think they've got a bit of space on the far side. They put boot to ball and the chase is on. The kick chase has been absolutely brilliant this evening. And
that's a superb tackle. Oh my goodness me.
A superb bit of defence. It's all in the chase that though, isn't it?
Yeah, Hector's incredibly quick. And then actually they don't overshoot it, so they put pressure on London Oratory and then almost driven into touch.
Good counter up, both players on the ball.
It's a real lesson for any youngsters watching, the commitment in the kick chase and the havoc that it can cause. Off what was, you know, not a sort of nothing kick really. It wasn't. It was a sort of pressure reliever rather than finding space.
Sorry. Make sure when you're attacking, players are arriving up into the breakdown. Yeah, well, we've got 2 injured players down, so time's off.
So we'll have a scrum right in front of the bear pit there, right at the tunnel entrance.
Anything you're seeing, Rob, then?
Good way of squeezing an extra 5% out of both front rows, isn't it? Put the scrum right in front of the crowd.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I just need to see the tackler. Just need to see a quicker roll. Yeah, you were fine. Tackler's got to get out of there quicker. I've already had a word with your captain just to say, if you want to compete, tackler's got to go.
Just having a quick chat. We're ready to get ourselves underway again.
Yeah, I'll have you with that. Yeah, it comes in 5, so that's fine. Red ball.
Plenty of depth on the setup from London Oratory.
Okay, time is now back on. Crouch!
See, under the new laws, I don't think there's any need for a defensive scrum half to be on the far side of the scrum, really.
No. That's another big shove from the Oratory.
Play on, play on.
Well, I've been waiting all game to say it. Jacob bangs. Davis.
Here they go on the outside.
Stabs the kick through. Davis is after his own kick.
Oh,
The Oratory do brilliantly well somehow. Oh, that's absolutely magnificent defence. But London Oratory are going to come straight back.
that's a
Asante
great tackle from
held
Derbyshire.
in the tackle.
He's now 9.
Brilliant from Davis, but it was so good in the cover from Hucker, I think it was, to keep the ball in and then get the clearing kick away. But London Oratory keep on ploughing away. The intercept is there. Fantastic from Hector, 80 Hector from halfway on the intercept. Puts the Oratory into the lead.
Man writes his own scripts. Birthday today, 18th. Yeah, what a read.
It was an all or nothing play, wasn't it?
It was, but he has done that before. He picks those moments and he backs his pace. So, and really, once he's got hold of that, there's no one catching him.
Reads it so early. Hands on. And has the pace to go from 50 metres. And I tell you what, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the pass.
No. And actually as well, it's just those small moments in games like this. It took some great work from Hucker, as you mentioned, Angus, to clear from sort of on his own 5 metre line, and then less than a minute after that, Hector intercepts, and all of a sudden the Oratory lead 12-7.
Hucker bangs over the extras as well. It's a 12-7 lead for the Oratory.
Sorry. Here, you can go.
But what a read that was. He came from so far back. He was at full pace almost as he caught the ball.
I'm always going to try and play the ball away, but I just need to hear a clear stop. If you think you're
It
going,
was an all or nothing play.
you as well.
Because if that ball had got out, there was a load of space on the outside, but 80 Hector there backed himself, and how right he was too.
Play on. Keys now. The hands, the release, the hands, 12. The release. Ooh, don't do that, 9.
Hector does well to get that ball back in field. And the Oratory just with their tails up a little bit here. They look like they want to get that running game going. It's a good tackle coming in from London Oratory there, though. The hooker, Morgan Moriarty, putting himself about.
That's great hands.
Well, you spoke about wide to wide. They've gone touchline to touchline there.
That's good. What we got?
Ball is loose, though.
Got a
Too
knock on there
loose.
first.
Lost forward.
Oh, yellow.
But you can really feel a sense of change in the energy in the Oratory players after that intercept scored, looking to attack now whenever they get the ball.
I mean, you can argue it's sort of 14-point swing, and inevitably that gives you a lift. And also, still with 14 on the pitch, that's scoring one when you're down a man is always good.
Again, defending with the scrum half on that blind side. For those that don't know, the laws have changed. The scrum half can't actually follow round and make a mess of the other scrum half's job anymore. They kind of have to stay put anywhere behind the back foot. And I always think on those scrums on the blind side, you're almost you've got a blindside flanker there to make the tackle for you. You might as well get out on the open side and try and create havoc. I was chatting to a coach a couple of weeks back who was saying, what with that in place, because it's anywhere on the back foot. They were saying, well, what if you stick the 9 at 12, but at the back foot?
I'm sure some forward-thinking coach will do that at some point.
Just 5 metres ahead of the rest of the defence.
Yeah. Another scrum penalty to Oratory. His front row, I think it's fair to say, is now well on top.
Not driving straight.
Evoking memories of the likes of Ledesma and Roncero, Argentinian greats. For younger viewers, you may not know it now because the Argentine front row is not the best it's ever been, but there was a period of a good 20, 30 years where the one thing you did not want against Argentina was a scrum. They were fearsome.
No.
All this set up
And look,
by the
use now,
Oratory,
yellow, use yellow!
trying to recreate that huge drive they had right at the start of the game, but London Oratory have done well to stymie it, force them to move the ball a little wider. They go out the back. Bangs
Hands off now.
is taken down. Floated pass over the top to Derbyshire. Derbyshire, who's just carrying men with him, gets the pass away.
Off your feet now, hands off 11. Hold.
Derbyshire again, a one-man wrecking ball. Gets the pass away to Savage.
Now roll away 3.
He's driven backwards. Out the back they go. Is there some space here? Hector pins his ears back. Hector still going, gets the pass away. Shoots is brought down.
That's good, play on.
Turned over by London Oratory. They just got the numbers there in defence. And that is fantastic on the floor from Dylan Walsh. Absolutely fantastic.
Very good from London Oratory there, although Oratory may feel that they've butchered that a little bit. Seemed to be a 3-on-2 and maybe the ball could just have gone a little bit quicker down the line.
Let's go, Ruffy!
Rudy Derbyshire appears utterly unaffected by whether someone is hanging onto his shirt tails or not. Nothing changes in terms of the power or the pace.
Absolutely, he's mentioned before, he's a terrific sportsman, and you know, he's put a lot of hard work into moving from a 12 to a back row, and yeah, he's certainly catching the eye at the moment.
Come on.
There's plenty of Irish connection in both of these schools, and there's a bit of Irish sporting endeavour going on behind us.
Hurley has just gone onto the pitch.
Well, in fact, you might just catch a glimpse of a hurler.
Yep, there he is.
Trot onto the pitch. Our cameraman rightly focused on the field of play, but there's a pretty serious hurling occasion going on behind us here. Those of you that are into your Gaelic games.
Right, we're back here. Back here. Oh. Mark's going to be here, just on the line there. Red scrum. There you are.
One for the listeners and viewers.
Yeah, Red had the ball, so it's red scrum.
What's the difference between hurling and shinty?
My limited idea would be one hurling's Ireland and shinty's Scotland. I'm not sure on that, but there's another one back on the pitch.
That's about all I know.
Crouch!
I know that Robert McIntyre, the golfer, does a bit of shinty in his time off.
Yeah. Shoots has thrown that one off the pitch.
I feel we're in the firing line up here in Coventry. Big scrum from the Oratory. Once again, referee's going to reset it.
When I call stop, I'm calling as well as I can. It's on you as well. You know if it's 1.5 meters.
Well, this half has flown by. We're only 4 minutes away from the break.
Go. I'm trying, but it's on you
Will
as well.
Quinn is absolutely prowling the touchline here, ready to get back on the field of play. I think the next time the ball goes out, he'll be back on. He couldn't be closer if he tried.
You could arguably think that he's waiting for the ball to be kicked to put back into play, but he is still officially off.
Well, London Oratory run it out. Lonapan takes it forward, and now helped by Power, who shows plenty of power, and a great offload as well. Oh, brilliant from London Oratory. Surging forward against the skipper, Bernini. Lorenzo Bernini, is he going to get there? Yes, he is. Oh, what a try from under their own post from London Oratory. The two centres combining, Power and then the skipper Bernini.
Absolutely fantastic try, and it's made with the offload and also the line that Bernini cuts. They've gone the length of the pitch. It's a blow to the solar plexus akin to Hector's interception. It's actually two tries that have almost gone the other way than you felt they would, but that is an absolutely superb finish.
Stunning try from London Oratory, absolutely stunning. The two centres combining, the vice-captain and then the captain here, Bonini. What pace, what balance as well with that arcing run through the midfield. Try of the season contender, no doubt. Davis stands over the conversion. It's a cracking line, but just dropped short. So we are all square as we head towards the half-time break. 12 points apiece. And a peach of a try from that man there, Lorenzo Bonini.
I think obviously just coming up to half-time, but it feels a pretty fair scoreline. Both sides have shown plenty of good, and yeah, pretty evenly matched.
So the Oratory get us restarted. It's a cracking take from London Oratory.
It's 9, hold that.
Well, I was going to say perhaps they'll just try and play out this minute or so on the clock, but I suspect, given the pattern of the game so far, they will try and play. In fact, they've got themselves a penalty. They'll get some field position here.
2 yellow.
Fairness, the discipline from both sides has actually been pretty good so far. There haven't been too many penalties. Just wonder a little bit of fatigue maybe at the end of 34 action-packed minutes.
Well, we said it might be fast-paced. It's certainly proved to be so, hasn't it?
Take the line, yeah.
That group of fans on the hill is getting bigger and bigger as well as this game goes on. It's swelling.
Yeah, the crowd is increasing at a rate of knots.
Last play, Rob Ben. Last play.
Line out London Oratory. Do they have another score in them before the break? Stolen at the line out.
Got a knock on at the back.
But lost forward as well. And in fact, that is half-time. The Oratory race off the field, led by Derbyshire. London Oratory making their way slightly more slowly, but both sides have done everything at 100 miles an hour in this first half. Half-time here at Grasshoppers RFC. The Oratory 12, London Oratory 12. And Richard, as we look back over the scores, it has been some half of rugby.
It has. I mean, London Oratory started really well. They were patient. They crashed away at the line repeatedly and eventually got over through the prop. I think it was Cabrera Moreno. Just contorts himself to get over the line.
This as well had come after a period of real Oratory pressure, and then London Oratory, through that power break, made the acceleration into the 22, and then through a bit of patience got that try. And in a funny sort of way, it's been the pattern of the game, hasn't it? It's almost been that one side has had all the pressure and the other side has broken up the other end and scored, and it's been a bit like that the whole way through. Very
much so. I mean, the Oratory reply almost immediately from the kickoff. London Oratory didn't claim it, and then Oratory goes through the phases. That man Derbyshire again, really good offload, and then it spread wide, and Max Schutz does very, very well to finish.
This is a really good pass as well, isn't it, from
Ollie
Butler's
got good hands for a big man in the old cliche. Really nice play from the second row there.
And this read from Hector. Look how far back he is in the backfield. He's the second man from the very edge of the field.
Yeah, there he goes, off to the races. 50 metres on his birthday. Sure he'll want to celebrate that later on, but more importantly for him would be a team win, I guess.
Some birthday present for him. But already, almost here, you can see him in the backfield. He's read it before the ball's even been passed. It's just fantastic.
So he's a very naturally talented sportsman. And that's almost the kind of thing you can't necessarily coach. He's just backed his pace and spotted it and, yeah, gone away. But then this from London Oratory, tremendous, absolutely tremendous.
Yeah, the pick of the bunch, and there have been some crackers. And that's what happens when you get two good players working together, and you've got the vice-captain and the captain there,
Yeah.
Power with the offload, and Bonini just running the line off him.
Power's been very impressive, made that break early on. And again, here he just keeps going, and then to get that offload away, and then it's just a brilliant finish. Good step. Derbyshire can't quite tap him, and then good pace, and as you mentioned, that lovely running style. Ethan Shuttleworth not able to stop him.
Superb from Bonini. And that levelled the game up at 12 points apiece, which is how we sit at half-time here. The Oratory School 12, London Oratory 12. It has been some 35 minutes of rugby, and I suspect we've got a pretty tasty 35 coming up soon. Welcome back. Two teams back on the field after their half-time chats. And I think they've both probably been quite positive at half-time. They've both played some really very good rugby at times.
They have, absolutely, and I mean that feels to me a pretty short turnaround, and with the speed that the first half was played at, it's going to be interesting to see how this second half gets underway.
Yeah, we haven't caught our breath in commentary, let alone on the field. It's 12-all as we get the second half started. London Oratory in red and black kicking off. The Oratory in gold and black receiving and clearing up towards the halfway line.
Come on, Oratory, love it, boys! Come on, Penny Lane, come on! Let's go, boys! Come on, Oratory!
London Oratory with the line out. Nice ball off the top. It's a brilliant pickup, actually, from the fly half, Aziz Soto. Onto the field has come Freddie Line.
Short side numbers.
Davis breaks through, surging through goes Davis. Looks to just weave back inside as he got an offload to hand. He might just drive all the way. He's up to almost the 5-metre line. Freddie Line there on at scrum half. Davis, though, still at fullback and having a real influence on the game. Stolen by the Oratory, but legally so. They never released.
Man down on the side as well. I'm not sure who that is at the moment.
We'll just have a brief break in play early in this second half with the injured player.
Very impressive start again from London Oratory. That's the third break. This time it's Davies. Then one from Asante in the first half and Power. That's 3 of the back 5 made searing breaks.
He just got a bit unlucky in that his support players were front row forwards.
Indeed, yeah.
A man of his pace, you need back 3 players in support just to keep up with him.
See, I think that's Max Hucker who's just gone onto the sidelines for a little check-up.
Good news for the Huckers if they are watching. Max is on his feet and looks all right. Freddie Line there helped us enormously with our team sheets. Thanked him once, but I can't thank him enough. Standing over the ball, taps. London Oratory thumping towards the line through Lonapan, I think it was.
Oh, great tackle. It was a good line. It looked like he might break through there.
A little wider this time from London Oratory, and it's a half break from Aziz Soto. Another penalty.
2 in quick succession inside the 5-metre line. Going to need to tidy up their discipline here.
Leonardo Sasato de Sabata wants this, takes it, but is held up. I think it was Jacob Bangs that got under it. Fantastic work from the back rower against one of the biggest men on the field. Power. And on viewing in the first half, I'd say Power is the last man from an Oratory perspective you want that landing at.
Indeed, and I think they could be in here. Asante.
Skipping through, go the London Oratory, but ball is loose. Last-ditch tackling from the Oratory, but a huge amount of pressure coming through early on from London Oratory in the second half.
Again, in real time, you can't help feel, but that looked as though they've butchered it. I think Asante's through with 2 outside him, goes to the line himself, and it's knocked on. Be able to just check now, but yeah, he's got Benini there, and if he gets the ball away, that's a walk-in.
So the Oratory survive, but they are under pressure early on.
I think with Hucker temporarily off, Seb Charles has moved to fly half. I'm assuming it's Will Underhay on. I think he is on the right wing. And Shoots has moved to inside centre by the looks of it.
So rejigging of the back line, at least for now, for the Oratory. I just wonder if Derbyshire might fancy a dabble down the blind side here. Deep in his own 22, but it's quite an inviting looking space. They go to the open side. And a little kick through. Will run and run and run. The chase is on. Kick chase has been absolutely exemplary tonight from the Oratory, but that man, Valentine Davis, has been superb, and now they go searing through. Capiello still going into the 22. Line goes himself, gets the offload away. Simone took it on. Now Moriarty. Line darts around, just loses the ball, but will come back. They were playing advantage for the offside.
That's the danger there when you have the kick chase that fast and you don't connect. There's just that little space that London Oratory have exploited, and back inside the 22 with another penalty.
Go quickly through Lonapan. Gallagher now is the latest to have a charge. That ball's lost forward though, and the Oratory might have it back. No. Goes back to London Oratory side. Moriarty gets the pass away to Disabata, who is just inches short now. They're surely over the line. Not quite. Whoa. Got the roll in, but couldn't get the ball down. Space out wide though, now they have the try. It's Moriarty the hooker. And you have to say, it's been coming.
Absolutely, London Oratory have come flying out of the blocks. Spent pretty much all 6 minutes at the start of the second half in certainly the Oratory half, and the majority of that in the 22. And they finally got over the line to regain the lead.
Look at that. I was convinced that Disabata was going to get over the line.
I think he got over the line and then his hands got moved back. It was quite bizarre.
Just a good fast pass out to Lorcan Moriarty, who puts London Oratory School back in the lead. It was they that scored first early in the first half, and they get on the board early in the second half as well. Conversion won't quite go, but it's a 17-12 lead for London Oratory. And good news, our producer is just adjusting the referee's microphone so we can pick up what he hears. Having lost it just after half-time, should be back with us now.
Looks like Hucker's back out there now, I think. Let's double check.
Deep kick from the Oratory, almost.
No.
Collected by Derbyshire. And his team fancying.
Looks high.
Fancying a run here, aren't they? Man down in the backfield for London Oratory. So they're playing with 14 at the moment. Are the leaders. Defending furiously though.
Hands up one. Rush formed.
Fizz to Derbyshire. Good footwork and a good offload. On to Underhay. Ball is stolen though by London Oratory, but illegally so. It's a penalty.
Yeah, time's off. Yeah, I got it. It's okay. Time's off. Yeah, I got it.
Cruz Walker having a rest on the sidelines here,
No,
just in front of us, which I presume means Tom Simmons has come on.
I'm not sure, it may have been a yellow card actually. If that was that Cruz possibly before the try.
You're correct. Yellow card given.
There's probably 3 or 4 penalties in the danger zone. Don't think the Oratory will argue with that, although unfortunate for them to concede at the same time. But they've got a chance now. They've kicked just outside the London Oratory 22.
Got no ball at the moment. Here it comes.
Well, really, Derbyshire just pointing out that with a prop off the field, they're short of a lifter in the line-out, so just reconfiguring their plans a little bit. He's now able to tell every individual member of this line-out what the plan is, but they look like they know it now.
Lifting as well. No, he'll just catch it.
It just shows you, though, doesn't it, how difficult it is when players aren't on the field and you suddenly have to adjust plans, and perhaps it's a scenario you've not practiced, or schools being schools, someone had a music lesson when you had to do the practice. It's really tricky.
Absolutely.
So
Are we ready?
Scrum down.
Let's go. No, you have to have 8 in.
Referee just reminding the Oratory that they do have to have 8 in the scrum. Under 18 level, you have to have 8 people in the scrum. So this will mean an extra player in the back line for London Oratory.
Scrum half Shuttleworth's gone in at number 8.
Okay, back 5, please. Back 5. Approach!
One of the smaller number 8s you'll see in rugby.
Digs his boots in though nicely. He's seen the pros do it. Still a good nudge from the Oratory, and then through goes Bellini. Tries to get the offload away, but goes into the hands of Hector. And now they spread it out to that far side. Both sides with promising moments here. Derbyshire is screaming for it on this touchline just in front of us. Absolutely dying for it. He may get the ball here. Not quite in the fashion he was after, but he'll have a rumble. Up against Power, though, who's not letting anyone down tonight.
The hands, 8. Thank you. Next step.
It's a funny sort of slightly scrappy period of the game, this, isn't it?
Yeah, Oratory looking to really play there, but they never really got on the front foot. It was all a bit lateral. Possibly a chance to get it wider earlier to Derbyshire, because by the time it had made its way out, he had 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 men in front of him.
20 minutes left.
You're on it. Come on.
London Oratory with the scrum. Still with that extra player in the back line.
Crouch! Bind! Okay, he's come back 5. Set!
Done well to win a free kick there. And Walker is chomping at the bit and now gets back out. Oratory restored to 15 men.
Free kick.
Well, they've managed that yellow card period pretty well.
Going early.
Turned it into a sort of scrappy affair for a few minutes. Derbyshire taps And then gives the pass away. I think everyone thought he was going to run it, and he was trying to opt for something a little bit more subtle.
I think his teammate might have thought he was going to run it as well.
Floated over. It's a lovely pass out to AD Hector. Hector still going. Oh, Hector is just flying through. Ball back inside. What a wonderful score this is going to be from the Oratory. Seb Charles on the inside. Hector with the break. And we're back to level pegging.
So dangerous, Hector again. Just shows that pace. Just about holds off a tackle, and then that's a really good line from Seb Charles, who's lower sixth, but a player with a bright future. He's just started, I think, down at Rams playing a little bit, and now Hucker has a chance to nudge his side back in front.
Well, it was Charles with the floated pass over the top, and then he just tracked on the inside, almost like a scrum half line to stay on the inside, and the conversion is good as well from Hucker. So it is a narrow lead for the Oratory. 19-17 they go up. There's the try scorer, Seb Charles. But we'll see it here. It's his floated pass. And just watch the line that Charles runs. It's like a classic scrum half line, just tracking on the inside as Hector. Hector goes scorching through.
Yeah, it's a super try.
You've still got 20.
You feel as though there's a lot more twists and turns to come. 20 minutes left. This feels like it's going to be a one game score.
Certainly does, doesn't it? Biggest lead of the game was when the first try of the game was scored. Not dissimilar to the East Midlands derby over the weekend. Lead there changed hands 10 times. What are we on here? About 5, I think.
Oh, that's possibly high. Yep.
Second man.
Double tackle, almost proving too effective for London Oratory there, as they just got their heights a little bit wrong.
19. 19. Mark. 1. High.
Hucker with the kick. Gets it up to around about the 10-metre line.
On the line.
Nice nudge from Hucker, who's
On the line's yours,
previously in the London
yours.
Irish Academy. Quite an elegant player when he's on song, and he's just booted the Oratory into their opponent's half.
My first time this season saying this, but I say it about 10 times every season. Isn't it incredible how often a kick goes out exactly on one of the lines?
One man, that's fine. Use the ball now, Yellow, use the ball.
Derbyshire plays scrum half. Hucker fizzes it out. And now in the hands of Hector on the far side. He's almost unstoppable when he gets moving, and he's into the 22, but the penalty. How's that for a bit of defence? Forced the side entry at the ruck, London Oratory there. But my goodness me, how good does AD Hector look?
Indeed, in a strange way, he's a victim of his own pace there, I think, because there's just not enough support to be able to secure the ball, and the London Oratory breathe a sigh of relief.
Take time, time's off. Go or someone. No, go quick. Hang on, wait for me. 11, side entry.
Restart with the penalty. London Oratory inside their 22. Get a nudge up. Just beyond the 10-metre line. And actually, it was really good work. I think it was Asante that just got over the ball slightly and just made the Oratory support runners panic enough to come in from the side and chance their arm. London Oratory take the line out, but it's a penalty.
He's offside. 8.
They were offside, I think.
Got to
is
wait for the ball to come up the top.
There we go. Got to wait for the ball to go off the top before they advance.
Offside.
Well, we do have a team of 3 officials tonight, and those little moments that you might get away with on a regular Saturday afternoon, you won't get away with them with a team of 3. What it's allowed is for the Oratory to pump this one into the 22. We've seen at times how dangerous their maul can be. Can they get it motoring here? Derbyshire has hands on at the back. So far, London Oratory have held firm, and they're still holding firm now.
Advantage.
The Oratory look to the back line.
Oh.
Fantastic chop tackle from Davis.
No advantage, we're going to come back. Playing the 9 over here, 7 red.
But playing the 9, we come back for another penalty. And like we saw at the start of the half,
7 red.
penalty starting to slightly mount up here.
Laurie.
Feel that if the Oratory can strike here, then that just gives them a little cushion. We mentioned before, when you get in the other team's 22, so important to try and secure some points.
Time's off at the moment, just having a quick red puck. Take a few steps, please, take a few steps.
Yeah, and we're just over midway through
7, playing the 9.
This second half. You kind of feel if any side can build some sort of gap in this scoreline, it could be important. And the Oratory with a chance to do just that here from this line out. Probably about 10 metres out.
Who's the receiver?
It was actually a bit of a needless penalty to concede by London Oratory, having to defend the maul well.
Who's the receiver? Well, he can't be in then. He's got to be back 10. Back 10, keep him going. Okay, time is now back on.
Taken down nicely by the Oratory. Motors on. Now they break across. Key moment this. Short line from Charles.
Hands off there, hands off
has
there,
a try to his name already. Hucker out to Hector. What's Hector got in his back box of magic tricks? Hector almost up to the line.
Hands off now. Rock
just short.
Hands off, Laurie. Advantage.
Hucker playing with advantage. Floats it over the top. Derbyshire takes it into contact, just bats the ball away, trying to keep it alive, but then lost forward.
I think there could be a yellow card here. That was cynical, 5 metres out. We'll have to see what the referee decides.
Not rolling. You were fine. Tackler's got to roll first.
Derbyshire, I think, was very subtly just making that point.
No more in this area now.
And that is the warning from the referee. No more in this area. Penalty, 5 metres out.
Rudy.
Hector could not have been closer.
Number 5.
I think he's got a good claim for man of the match so far, though. Certainly from the Oratory side, him and Derbyshire have been
behind
outstanding.
The try line, please. Behind the try line, thank you.
London Oratory, probably power in the centre, has really stood up as well.
Penalty is tapped by the Oratory, but lost forward. Well, in fact, it wasn't lost forward. We play on. There could be some space on the far side. Quinn is brought down.
Hughes!
Taken on by Allegre.
Hands down, Fox formed, hands up! Rock's formed. Hughes.
Back to the short side. Back inside. Lovely handling this from the Oratory. Charles getting ever more involved in the game.
Hands now, thank you.
Confidence surging through him since his try. Is there a bit of space here? Lovely pass out the back. Derbyshire now to Hector. No one's going to stop Hector from here, surely. 80 Hector has his second of the game. London Oratory did what they could to try and force him out wide, but 80 Hector was not going to be stopped from there.
Well-timed pass as well, again, just holds the London Oratory defender enough. And if you give Hector that kind of room, he's just going to burn you on the outside.
It's good awareness from the loosehead prop, Cruz Walker, as well, to move that ball on to Derbyshire.
I think that's Will Underhay alongside Hector, and there's no chance that he's getting that from the young South African.
So easy though for a front row forward to just take this one into contact and not give the pass, but he pulls it out the back there.
Real touch of quality, and actually, Angus, you're right, that's what really makes the try.
Derbyshire then with the fast hands, and Hector, well, no one's stopping him tonight. That conversion doesn't quite go, but advantage extended for the Oratory. 24-17 they lead.
Hearing more from, as we look at it, the left-hand side of the stand following those two tries.
And it's quite a turnaround, isn't it? They were under all sorts of pressure at the start of the half. London Oratory got on the score sheet to lead 17-12 and looked like whatever had been said at half-time had really put them in the driver's seat in the game, but the Oratory have done really well to compose themselves and come back.
And Walker was off in the sin bin as well. I think London Oratory had a chance, which they didn't take, and since then found it going tough.
Aggressive defence.
No, not now.
From the Oratory, buoyed by that lead.
First one was backwards, then not on the floor.
We'll have a scrum here.
You can almost see the Oratory growing in belief. It's going to take an effort now from London Oratory just to steady the ship.
We've seen that almost across the night, haven't we? When one side or the other has scored, almost the sort of surge in confidence and momentum they've got off it. You get a sort of helter-skelter a couple of minutes afterwards, and then it sort of settles back into the sort of normal game. We can see the try again here while we wait for this scrum. It is beautiful handling from the two forwards. And then, well, Hector. Glorious.
Come on, boy! Come on.
Approach! Bind! Set! Hold red, stop!
It's a good scrum from London Oratory, but
well,
it put enough pressure on that it forced the error, in fact.
Chance goes for the knock-on.
So what have they got now with the ball in hand? Advantage over, says the ref.
Over.
Line, spots a gap, has half a go through it and makes a little bit of ground.
Here, no clear release. No clear release.
Now his prop to
And again,
Sabata
7 hands up.
rumbles
Hands up,
on.
7. Needs to clear release.
Ball back inside to Gallagher. That's nice from London Oratory. Up to the 22 now, and still they go on. This time, Sapperpour taking it forward.
Advantage.
Penalty
Walker's
comes.
called for a high tackle there. That's maybe 50-50. He shot out the line, and I think he's possibly just gone too fast. Yeah, high tackle.
Go and play. Hang on,
Just a bit of cramp in a couple of players' legs. Often a feature in games like these, particularly on the 4G surface.
Yeah, I can't say I'm surprised. It's been helter-skelter all the way through. Ball's been in play a lot of the time, which is good. Fast-paced, and yeah, with 10 minutes to go, it wouldn't surprise me if there's a few more that need some assistance by the end.
Just cramp.
I don't know what it is about the rubber crumb surface. I mean, obviously, the heightened game of tension, so everyone's putting in that extra bit, but always on a 4G surface, you seem to see a lot of cramps. I don't know if it just takes a lot out of the calves or what it might be, but you do seem to see a lot.
London Oratory have kicked that penalty probably about 10 metres from the Oratory line. They have a line out, and said it before, but when you're in these areas, you've really got to convert into points.
Quiet descends over the ground ahead of this line out. It's almost stolen by Walker. It is stolen. Hucker thumps it long, chases on here. Well taken, actually. Fantastically well taken. And then brilliant feet from Capello.
No clear left. Well, counter up.
That was excellent.
Leave
Under
it now,
so
Ellen.
much pressure, and now it's an opportunity for London Oratory to exert some pressure with 10 minutes left to go. Seven points the difference between the two sides. Half a thought of putting that pass away when Aziz Soto decides against it. Davis. Bellini, he's one to watch. Bellini gets the offload away. Could they be in here? Oh, the pass is fantastic. Cappiello gets the score. But it's all about the pass from Marco D'Amico, who's come on in the outside centre berth.
That's wonderful hands to pick that off his bootlaces. It looked as though, for all money, it was going to be knocked on, but that's just a superb bit of play from the wing.
Bellini steps inside, gets his offload away, and then look at this from D'Amico, and then the pickup, as you say, from Cappiello. Good decision from Aziz Soto not to give the pass, and then Davis, who's taken these on himself so often tonight, gives the pass this time. And I tell you what, that is some conversion from that man Davis as well.
What a nudge that is, and scores level. The game deserves it, to be fair. It's been so tightly contested. It'll be a remarkable last 8 minutes on the cards.
It is some take, isn't it? It would have been so easy for that ball to just hit a knee or something.
Yeah, a moment of real magic.
Veteran of last year's game is Aniello Cappiello, and now he has a try to his name in the fixture as well.
And just to admit, he done that brilliant play just before when the kick chase from Hector and Co was on him, and he wriggled out of that, and that set the platform for them then to go to the other side of the pitch and score.
Fantastic from Cappiello, and there he is again, heavily involved. We've got just a shade over 7 minutes left to play, all square at 24 points apiece. We said this one should be close. It has delivered on that. Bellini.
Backwards.
Ball loose, but safely regathered by Jonathan Aziz Soto,
Slowing your own ball down.
who showed such composure not to give the pass that he kind of wanted to give in the build-up to that try. Line box kicks away. I think that's the first time we've seen a box kick tonight. Suddenly both sides thinking we've got a game to win here.
It was a good box kick as well. It has just been, I think, knocked forward by the London Oratory.
The Oratory ringing the changes.
Underhay off and Ramos back on. And I think Jonty Savage is back on as well. Not sure who's coming off. I think in a game like this as well, you want this to be decided by a moment of magic rather than a mistake, but you just don't know how it's going to play out.
Anything could happen. 6 minutes left. A huge scrum from London Oratory. Their tails are up. Hucker, flat to the line, feeds it.
There's Hector again.
And there's a bit of space here on the outside. Charging forward goes Ramos. Big tackle comes in. They just have another double round the fringe here. Shuttleworth just thought he'd seen half a gap. Ramos to Hucker. Hucker into the midfield.
That's great hands as well. I think Barbito.
But then the ball loose. Sabata has it, rumbling forward, gets the pass away as well.
Backwards.
Ball spilling loose at a rate of knots from both sides at the moment, but it's opening up so much space. D'Amico, who's been so involved since he came on.
Hands off. Up. Off your feet now, one.
Lonapan, line at the fringe, just spilled it forward. We'll have another scrum.
Not full on the floor.
A little bit of a discussion going on over there between the players. Now more than a discussion.
Laurie, Rudy.
5 minutes left to play here.
Laurie, Rudy.
What a game this has been.
Indeed, and I think in a derby game with 5 minutes to go and the score's level, there's always going to be a flashpoint. The ref looks like he's done a good job actually splitting that up. But, it's great to see the passion, to be honest, as well.
We have a proper game on our hands here. 5 minutes left to play. Scores level, 24 points apiece. We've seen some magic from both sides, haven't we?
Got the number from red. Gold. I've then seen yellow 13.
The two centre partnerships in particular have just been outstanding, haven't they?
Yeah, very much so. And actually for London Oratory, the two guys that have played at outside centre, Power was superb in the first half, and then
both captains, please.
D'Amico, when he's come on, has also been excellent.
Yeah, it has been
I'll be the only one talking.
absolutely astonishing game of rugby. The ref just having a word with
Nothing's happened.
both sets of players, or both captains rather, just calming things down.
Both now control your play.
No doubt saying that we've had a fantastic game of rugby. Let's not spoil it now, lads, because I'll tell you what, it has been an absolute ripper. 24 points apiece. Are we going to see a repeat of 2022's 19-all draw, or are we, for the first time in years, going to see a London Oratory victory, or will it be the Oratory that maintain this magnificent run in this fixture?
Time is now back on.
It all remains to be seen. 4 minutes left to play, and London Oratory bang that penalty up to about the 10-metre line.
It's a good kick. Gives a platform to build from for the London Oratory.
End of the line, George.
Ball safely gathered off the top. Charging forward goes Lonapan, who's carried so hard all night, as has this man, the loosehead prop, Disabata, who's just rumbling forward, shrugging off tacklers. Bellini, the skipper, who's got one beautiful try to his name, and that's a lovely offload as well. Line goes digging. Finds Bellini again, back inside to Disabata. Key players now starting to step up for London Oratory. There's another, Lonapan with another heavy carry. Ball was loose for a second, but finds its way back into London Oratory hands.
I think it is a knock-on, but Oratory have the ball.
Time off. Deal with that. I think it's another cramp.
Someone's cramped up. Well, we said we thought there might be a little bit more cramp, and there is. But in that passage there, just key players for London Oratory really starting to step up.
Got a replacement. Okay.
So 2.5 left.
You happy? Okay.
An awful lot can happen in 2.5 minutes.
Actually, the London Oratory scrum has come on strongly as the game has progressed. Oratory were bang on top in the first half. They've now got to make sure that this is solid.
Right through to the end.
Oratory scrum, but as you say, London Oratory have grown in this area as the game has gone on. That one steady and stable. Hucker puts boot to ball, just thumps it long. Herring after it goes Capiello. Capiello, what magic has he got left? Shrugs past one, it's met by a wall with the second though.
Balls out, balls out.
Line under all sorts of pressure. It does well to wriggle free and get the ball to Davis. Oratory tackles flying in here. Penalty. And they get the penalty. Right, Richard, what do you do here?
Oh my. Hucker, left-footed. You could have a shot.
They're going to have some time to think about it.
I think they'll go to the corner.
My only thought would be 90 seconds left. If you miss, it's going to be a restart 22. You'll get the ball back.
Yep. Yep, a lot will come down to how much Derbyshire trusts his good friend Hucker to see if he can knock it over.
Oh, these are the moments, aren't they? And indeed, he could stand over it and run the clock down as well. There's all sorts of options available to him. Walker is back on his feet. That might have been just a very good piece of front row play, just to allow everyone a moment to catch their breath. They're going to go to the corner. The Oratory roll the dice. This is the game. It's a good kick, bang on the 5-metre line. That was the penalty. It was fantastic work over the ball. Absolutely fantastic work over the ball. And now it gives them this line out. 5 metres from the London Oratory try line.
Taken.
Maul is set up. They drive forward. Derbyshire has the ball at the back. This is for the game. They're rumbling forward. Derbyshire still has hands on. Derbyshire dives to the line and gets across the line. The Oratory surely now will have the victory. And it's the skipper, Rudy Derbyshire, at the tail of them all, that gets the score to give them the lead.
I think his parents will be glad that it's a midweek night, because if it was a Saturday there could be some big celebrations, but he'll have school in the morning, so but yeah, he deserves that. He's been one of the outstanding players on the pitch, and now chance for Hucker to extend the lead to 7. Don't know if this will be the final whistle or whether there'll be a restart.
Well, if he's got his wits about him, Hucker will take as long as humanly possible over this kick.
We are in the red, I think, so this might well be it.
The referee is almost counting him in. Hucker, it's a magnificent strike, actually.
Oh, he's
comes off the upright.
Second time, there'll be one more chance for London Oratory. This is where you simply catch the ball and kick it out.
Rudy Derbyshire with the try. Rumbled over. They had a huge maul in the first half. It hadn't quite clicked since, but when they needed it most, Rudy Derbyshire's pack of forwards drove him to the line and might, just might, have won the game for the Oratory. London Oratory need the ball back off this restart. It's a high-hanging one, and the contest is good, but it's claimed by the Oratory. And all they have to do now, surely, is kick it off. No, we still go on. Seconds left on the clock.
Tackle now, release, Brad. No, still play. Make sure arriving up, please, yellow. Use.
Derbyshire asks if they can kick it out. The referee says no, still play.
Use.
You can bet they'll be asking at every ruck.
Oh my goodness.
Hucker kicks it out. And that will be that. The Oratory have the victory in the most dramatic of circumstances. The skipper, Rudy Derbyshire, crashing over from close range.
Just look at the scenes here. Rugby's a big part of both schools, but the Oratory over the years, they've had the upper hand. Came mighty, mighty close to losing that streak, but then Captain Fantastic, Derbyshire, he writes his own script and he's finished it off for his side.
Full time at Grasshoppers RFC. London Oratory 24, the Oratory 29.
Actually a touch of class here from both sets of players after that little pitch invasion. They've regathered themselves. Two sets of sides that have put in so much to that game. Shaking hands, you know, London Oratory bitterly disappointed, Oratory elated, but they're both showing a lot of class here.
And we'll get into the Oratory in a couple of seconds, but before we do, thoughts on London Oratory, who put in one hell of a shift, came as close as they have in a long time to taking victory here. Will probably come away thinking there were a couple of moments that if they'd gone their way, they might well have taken the victory. Tremendous effort from them.
Absolutely, we said it was going to be a game of small margins, and there was just some real quality on show from London Oratory. You know, there's guys like the captain, Bonini, Cappiello had those two moments of just genius, power, and DeMarco at outside centre. You know, those guys don't deserve to be on the losing side, but equally, these games there's got to be a winner and there's got to be a loser, so just a terrific game of rugby.
Certainly was, and the Oratory had moments where they looked like they might go down and out, particularly at the start of the second half, down to 14, a try behind, but they dug deep and found a way back, and huge amount of character shown at the end there to earn the penalty and then get that maul going to get the final score.
Indeed, I think when you go back through the game, there are just those tiny moments. There's that Cruz Walker offload to Derbyshire and then on to Hector. You know, that's a well-finished move, which gets them back in the game. And then, yeah, just to hold their nerve at the end. You know, you've got to win the line out. You've got to stay patient with the maul. You've got to have good technique. I say that with absolutely no history of knowing what happens in the pack, but they did the job well. And yeah, just a word as well. I mean, that atmosphere we've mentioned a few times, but absolutely rocking.
Absolutely. Full time then, the Oratory 29, London Oratory 24. Let's go downstairs and get some reaction from some of the players. See the celebrations here. The Oratory with the trophy. Rudy Derbyshire raises it aloft. What a moment for his team. What a moment for the Oratory. What spectacular fashion for this game to end in. And we might just see if we can... Well, in fact, they're going to have a team photo. We'll give Rudy Derbyshire a couple of seconds before the photo. So while we await that, I might just weave my way through the crowd and stick a microphone under Mikey Hennessy's nose. Mikey, that's about as dramatic as it gets.
Yeah, very exciting finish, Angus. I thought at one stage we were sort of behind on the scoreboard and struggling, and then suddenly found ourselves ahead, playing really well. And then next thing we were back.
We're going to get you in a photo.
Okay.
We're going to get you in a photo. Lads, you've got a head coach here who needs to be in a photo. Mikey Hennessy's got to be part of the celebrations here. Because this one is going up on the wall in the school, you can be sure of that. You can be absolutely sure of that. Rudy Derbyshire, trophy at his feet, the try scorer extraordinaire. What a game of rugby. What a team. Mikey,
we couldn't deny you that opportunity there. That one is going up on the wall in the school, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not sure the boys were too keen to have me in it, Angus, but yeah, very, very proud of the boys and the performance. I say a game that ebbed and flowed. I think both sides played really well. I know it's a bit cliche, but probably neither side deserved to lose it. But obviously very happy to come up with the late winner at the end there. So, you know, testament to how hard the boys worked, and you can see they're absolutely delighted.
Talk to me about AD Hector.
Yeah, very, very impressive. Really powerful sort of runner in open space. Good yard of pace was excellent in this game last year. Him and Seb Charles at centre. In fact, I thought centre pairings of both teams were really lively, really threatening. But he's a real match winner for us in the 13 shirt, and he was excellent again for us this evening.
And just a thought on London Oratory. The centre's fantastic, of course, but unbelievable performance from them as well.
Yeah, I think it's credit to them. I think it's probably the best London Oratory side we've played in the last few years, certainly since we've been doing the game down here at Grasshoppers. And as I said, I thought at one stage they were well in control of the game, and then we responded well. And I was sort of worried at the end there that they were going to end up nicking it. But yeah, really, really good side. Some excellent players again. I thought the centre pairing, number 8 as well, also really impressive. So commiserations to them. But you know, we're obviously delighted with the win.
Right, I'm going to do my best to fight through the crowd and see if I can get a word with your skipper, because he had quite a big moment at the end there.
Oh, I'm sure he's very, very happy. He's being mobbed by his mother and his brothers here, but I'm sure you do your best to get hold of him, Angus.
I'll get in the family photo. Right, here we go. Thank you, Mikey. Right, Rudy Derbyshire is in amongst here somewhere. I found him with a trophy in his hands. Rudy, how does that feel?
Unbelievable. I mean, you can probably hear it around us here. All we talk about as a team is character last 5-10 minutes, and well, that's what we did. Scored under there, and then all we were thinking about exit, and we got the job done. So that's all I can ask.
And your fellow forwards, did you a solid at the end there? You had the easy job of just dotting down.
Yeah, exactly. Our maul was good all game. I think you saw the first maul there, gone forward 20 metres. Yeah, but some of the forwards there, I got cramp in 3 places. I think most of them did as well. So. Yeah, it's brilliant.
I don't know if that's champagne or water getting sprayed over us. It's something, but it's all good news. Talk to me about that centre pairing of yours. They were fantastic.
Oh, yeah. AD seems to always shine under the lights. In the Astro, he's very quick. And then Seb was brilliant, stepping up from the lower 6th. He's been good this season, and he's just kept it going there.
Hearts and mouths a little bit early on in the second half. They scored to go 5 points clear. You were down to 14. At that point, was there a real focus on just keep this one tight, get through this period and find a way?
Yeah, we've had a couple games like that. Obviously, they've all been close, but this is what you practice for, games like these. We've had Shiplake, we were leading, then we went down, conceded late there as well. But that's what you practice for. We're here now, and we've got the game done. Yeah.
One game left before half-term. I suspect you boys are going to be up for it.
Yeah, definitely. Last one on Saturday. Big game. Hopefully we can get it done on Saturday as well.
Nice. Go and enjoy the time with your teammates.
Thank you. Cheers.
Rudy Derbyshire, Oratory skipper, trophy in hand. Well, I don't know how we're going to get out of this. We are right in amongst it here. But that's what this game is all about. A tremendous atmosphere. We must reiterate, what a performance from London Oratory as well. Gave it absolutely everything. They're having their debrief over there. I might see if I can grab a word actually with one of their players, because they showed us some terrific moments. I'd love to find a centre if I can. We'll have a wander around and see if we can't grab one. We might see. Can I grab a quick chat with you, sir? Yes. Fantastic performance from your boys. They couldn't have given more, really. Heartbreaking in the end, but what a fantastic effort.
Yes, it is disappointing because basically it seems like every year we just lose at the last hurdle. But our set piece today wasn't good enough in the first half. We put it right in the second half and then made 1 or 2 small errors. But overall, I'm very proud of the lads and the way they played. And it's always a great day or a great evening, you know, to play Oratory Reading, and congratulations to them, basically.
And your centres, just phenomenal this evening. What a partnership.
They are a very good partnership. We just didn't give them the ball, enough good quick balls so that they could do a little bit more damage. But both of them are very, very good players. But you've got to pack a couple of times in the first half. We lost our own line-out balls, so basically you can't play without the ball. So we couldn't give them the ball early enough, and essentially they took advantage of that and got a couple of scores ahead.
One game to go before half-term. Bounce back from the boys in that one.
I think they'll want to, yes, definitely.
Fantastic. Thanks for chatting to us. Right then, it is just about all over here at Grasshoppers RFC. All that's left for me to do is remind you that we have some massive action coming up over the course of the next few days. We've got a one-day gap, and then it's down to St Joseph's Festival, under 15s on Friday, under 18s Saturday and Sunday, and also the Langley under 15 Festival going on this Saturday and Sunday. It is all live on Next Gen Live throughout the course of those 3 days. It is going to be spectacular. And I'll tell you what, if any of it lives up to what we've seen here tonight at Grasshoppers RFC, we're in for an absolute treat. Till then, it's thank you very much for watching, and good night.
There was this philosopher, 13th century, named William of Ockham. He supposedly came up with this idea that the simplest answer to a question is usually the right one. We agree. At the Oratory, our philosophy is simple. As far as we're concerned, everything worth being or doing starts with the chance to be you. Now, you might be very different to someone else, or everyone else, but that's no bad thing in our eyes. You might be quiet, or loud. You might be fascinated by some things, not fussed about others, curious about this or desperate to try whatever gets thrown at you. Whichever way you're made, more power to you. This is important stuff, because you're important. We won't be changing who you are. We'll be walking beside you. Once a child is happy to be themselves, you wouldn't believe what can happen. They can become more energy, more creativity, more opportunities taken, more determination, more teamwork, more courage to take a knock or two, but keep going. More space to breathe, to thrive. More growth, more confidence. More learning in a culture that believes learning is a gift. More achievement, more joy. So there you go. Turns out the whole thing could be much simpler than we thought. Be you, become more at the Oratory.